Shabbat Shalom. So, just want to make this quick video. I was being ministered to by Ruach HaKodesh this morning, and this is actually something that he spoke to me about a few days back. But when I made the video for that, it was on my way to work. I was driving. I wasn't really focused, and there were a few things that I had missed. So I came back and I made this video. I hadn't posted the video yet because I was actually told to hold this message until a specific time. So understand that if you're while you're watching this video, this is not when the video was made. Anyway, doesn't really matter. But anyway, so what Ruach HaKodesh was saying to me was that Abba Yahuwah is drawing out his true children through the different things going on in this beast system right now. So the first thing he said was, did COVID scare you into getting vaccinated? If it did, it means that you don't trust Yahusha is your healer. By his stripes we are healed. Are you afraid of food price escalation? And this is really the main thing that he was talking to me about. If you are, that means that first and foremost, you don't trust Yahuwah Zava'o as your provider. And then you haven't been living a lifestyle of fasting. Like he's literally like, he's allowing these things to happen to really like draw out who the sheep really are and who the goat are. And I mean righteous fasting, because there are people that fast to lose weight, to detox their bodies, so on and so forth. But he's talking about righteous fasting. And what righteous fasting consists of is you denying feeding your flesh so that you can feed your ruach, which involves you seeking his face. Okay? Praise and worship, reading his scripts, prayer. Righteous fasting is what he's talking about. Have you been indulging the flesh? Because if you've been indulging in the flesh, then right now your flesh is freaking out. But if you have been living a lifestyle of true fasting, you're not really worried because you understand that you have gone extended periods of time without eating. Man does not live on bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth forth from the word of Yahusha or Yahuwah. So you shouldn't be freaking out right now, because fasting teaches you a life of discipline, self-control, but it also teaches you how to seek the Father's face. Because again, you're literally exchanging physical food for ruachal food. And again, it's separating the sheep from the goat. If you've been indulging the flesh instead of truly fasting and seeking the Father's face, your flesh is freaking out right now. And then the last thing that he was saying to me was, are you conforming to this world right now in order to preserve your life? If you are, you're not a citizen of the New Jerusalem, which means that you are not a part of the bride of Hamashiach. You're not his bride. Because only those who are citizens, according to Yahuwah, only those who are citizens of the New Jerusalem are against the orders of this world. And what I mean by the orders of this world, every single thing that they have been telling us through this pandemic, everything they've been telling us to do, are you doing what they said, or are you seeking the Father on what he wants you to do right here and right now? I remember that at the beginning, I kept posting on my social media that I'm not getting vaccinated simply because, and now I'm not talking about the mark of the beast and all that other weird stuff folks be talking about, because they don't truly understand what the mark of the beast is. What I'm talking about is putting something foreign into my body because I'm scared that I'm going to get sick, and not understanding that I'm going to die what my Father says and how my Father says. So with that being said, there's nothing that can take me out before my time, and there's nothing that can prevent that time because he controls that. Now, that doesn't mean that you go out and you go drinking and smoking and doing all the stuff to harm your body and bungee jumping and all this other stuff. Like, you're not supposed to be tempting him. But what I am saying is you shouldn't be afraid, because here's the thing. Whether you're vaccinated or not, if Yahuwah says that this is your last day in this flesh suit. This is your last day in this flesh suit. Nothing will prevent that. However, if he says this is not your last day in this flesh suit, nothing can end your life. Nothing. So again, that's one example. I was telling people, you guys are running around scared getting this vaccination, and he was literally showing us who really trusted him, who really didn't trust him. And now we got this food shortage just coming up. The gas prices are escalating. Like, he's literally showing you who truly is his sheep and who's not his sheep, who's a goat. He's showing us right now. Every single person that has ever called on his name, and I mean like his actual name, not his nature and his character and his authority, everyone who's ever called on his name and said that they are his child, so on and so forth, if they are freaking out right now, then they've been lying. It's literally a judgment going forth against people right now. It's a judgment going forth. And that brings me back to what I mentioned about the mark of the beast. I have a whole video about it. The mark of the beast is people that are in agreement with the beast system. They fall in line with the beast system. Everything the beast system orders, commands, so on and so forth, they do it. They depend on the beast system. They are in alignment with the beast system. And because of that, they can't see Yahuwah, because that's not their father. Yahushua HaMashiach is not their king. Their king is Hasatan. He is the God of the worldly beast system, according to 2 Corinthians 4:4. It's all like, he said it was a narrow path for a reason. He wasn't saying that to scare people. He was saying that because he's truth. He's letting you know you can't enter onto this path and just think, I'm going to call on a specific name and something magic is going to happen and my whole life is just going to be okay. Because first and foremost, if you're looking for this physical life to be okay, you're in alignment with the beast system. You got to understand that he's not coming to save this flesh. He did not come to save this flesh. This flesh will pass away, regardless of which kingdom you're a part of. This flesh is not what's being saved. Okay? So if you're holding on to this flesh, you cannot enter into his kingdom. I'm sorry, you guys. I had this cover on me because I had just awakened and was doing like a Bible study type thing, and Ruach HaKodesh started speaking to me, and while he was speaking to me, I just came in here to make this video, and then I realized that the tank that I have on is very revealing, so I just put this on because I'm not trying to tempt and entice people with this video. I want you to really hear what Ruach HaKodesh is saying right now, because again, like, he's wrapping things up very quickly right now. It's unfortunate, but there's a lot of people that don't have eyes to see right now or ears to hear. And I promise you, like, if you are on a fast right now, please be praying for these people. Nobody is ever too far gone. None of us know exactly who's getting into the New Jerusalem and who's not getting into the New Jerusalem. So it's not our place to, I don't know. Let me back up, because I think I'm getting outside of myself. So let me digress and just say, for me, I feel it's wrong to ask Yahuwah to judge someone, like to place someone in eternal judgment. I feel like that's wrong because he gave me so much grace and mercy. I feel like it's my job as his child to pray for that for another person. Now, it's still up to that individual whether or not they latch on to that. But I mean, I don't know. It's something so demonic and evil-hearted about, it's my dog, you guys. We have wood floors, so you can hear him running back into the room. It's just something that's so demonic and evil to me about praying for someone's judgment to happen, for them to fall into judgment. I mean, we know what Yahuwah's word says, that people that are wicked and are part of the beast system will fall into judgment, eternal damnation, so on and so forth. But I can't bring myself to pray for that over a person. So if you're currently fasting, 9 times out of 10, you've already heard Ruach HaKodesh say this. We need to be praying for folks right now, because I really feel like we're on one of those water water rides at an amusement park where we're getting to rough terrain. Or you know what, a better example is white water rafting, where at first we were just kind of like floating along the calm waters, and now we've hit some rocks and the current is getting stronger, and the boat that we're in is kind of getting tossed, and now we're having to hold on for dear life. Like, I literally feel like right now we're heading towards this drop off, this waterfall. But it always gets rough. The waves get rough and choppy right before that drop off. And I feel like we're literally having to hold on for dear life. And there are so many people right now in this moment, in the past 2 years and continuing, that have fallen off into that water and perished. So many people. And it's unfortunate because those people, 9 times out of 10, never truly heard the true gospel preached to them. Because this false gospel that has gone out and penetrated the world is killing people. It's taking people out. There are people that have physically died that never heard the true Besorah of Yahushua HaMashiach preached to them. And because of that, they will burn in the lake of fire for all eternity. This is not a game. This is not some little cute thing where you say, oh, I'm a daughter of Zion. I'm a son of Yehuda. This is not a game. This is not a game, you guys. Choose this day who you should serve. Because I'm going to let you know, as for me and my house, I'm serving Yahuwah Zavaot. My king is Yahushua HaMashiach. I don't want none of this beast system. I don't want none of it. Because the thing is, wherever your king goes is where you will be. So if your king is Hasatan, you will be in that lake of fire for all eternity. You will be with your king for eternity. But if your king is Yahushua HaMashiach, you will be a citizen of the New Jerusalem. I'm just letting you know. And this message is including myself. I have to constantly repent, fall on my face, and cry out to Abba Yahuwah, because this path is narrow, you guys. His grace is so that we can walk this path. It's not so we could take advantage of it and make him into a liar and a fool. That is not what his grace is for. Not at all. And please understand, when I get it wrong, there is a fear, a reverence, a respect for my Father that causes me to say, you know what? Whoo, let me go ahead and get into prayer. Let me go ahead and do some fasting. Let me go ahead and hand some stuff over to you. When I get it wrong, I know I need to hand some stuff over. Let me stop. Because again, I'm getting outside of Ruach HaKodesh gave me to say, and that's never what I want to do, because his word is the truth, the life, and the way. Also, when a person says, I'm a kingdom citizen, inspect their fruit. Inspect their fruit. You need to discern which kingdom they're referencing, because the beast system is a kingdom as well. When people say, oh, I'm spiritual, you need to figure out which spirit that they're referencing, Ruach HaKodesh or another unholy, unclean Ruach. Because there's no more room for vagueness and generalizations. I need you to be specific when you're referencing this. So, okay. Love you guys. Shalom Aleichem.